You started day trading to make money online. You started day trading to actually be successful, to make a future for yourself that you didn't know you could make. But whenever you go on YouTube and search how to make a strategy, nothing really comes up on how you should actually build one. The only thing that comes up is, yo, here's my video, copy my strategy. Yo, here's my ICT strategy, copy. Oh, here's my breakout strategy. Here's my order block strategy, copy it. No one teaches you how to properly build a strategy and also not focus on the outcome of the strategy as well. Now in this video, I'm going to be going over the 2 things that made me profitable within 2.5 years of day trading. Without these things, I would not be where I am today. Before I get into what I did to build my system and build my strategy, let me go over outcome versus input. I'm gonna go over outcome. As a day trader, you can never focus on the total outcome, especially per trade, per month basis. You will never succeed if you do that. Doesn't matter if you won, doesn't matter if you lost. You have to have a careless mindset and legitimately not care at all whether it was a win or a loss, or if you're break even for that said month, even couple months. Now, instead of having an outcome-based mindset where you're just thinking about, oh my God, I want a payout. I am red today. I am green today. And then as soon as you get on a winning streak or losing streak, you get either overconfident or just destroys your confidence. Instead of that, think about an input-based thinking style. While only thinking about inputs, what are you doing to yourself? You're focusing on how much you're putting in. Now, if you flip these words around, how much you put in is how much comes out. And the only thing you should attach to is how much you're inputting into the actual thing you're doing. How much time are you spending on the charts? How much time you're spending backtesting? How much time are you focusing meditating? How much time are you spending on psychology to improve your mindset? Not to overtrade after you get a loss, not to try to win back all the money you just lost. And by focusing on that input, you will not only gain trust in yourself, but gain trust in your system. And now let's go back to systems. How can you build the system? How can you build a strategy? One word: backtesting. Backtesting is going back in time. Now, for example, from 2025 all the way to 2024, you backtest every single piece of data with minute detail, not caring if it's a win or a loss while you're backtesting. Track every single entry you could put, every single exit you could put, and combine each and every single one of them. Now, I can make a separate video on backtesting, but I'll do that in a later video. Right now, I'm just going to go over the general ideas of why you should be backtesting, not on how to backtest itself. What backtesting does and what it did for me is it allowed me to basically give me the full confidence in my own system that, yo, this strategy works. For example, I backtested a strategy and it was a literal 45% win rate with a 1 to 2 RR. Now, again, you guys are on YouTube right now. You guys think that's like very bad, right? You're used to the 80% win rate with the 1 to 2 RR. Now, let me tell you that that's not real. That is not actual profitability. Whoever's telling you a 70% win rate with a 1 to 2 RR is legit, they're lying to you. Also, please do not take multiple take profits in your trades. Have one entry when you enter your trade at, and one take profit and one stop loss. Nothing else. No partials. None of that. I want you to be profitable. I want you to succeed. So please listen to me when I say that. Do not have partials. Now back to backtesting. The reason why you should backtest every single week, multiple systems, multiple strategies, thousands and thousands of strategies, is because once you find the one that works, you can optimize it. There are ways around to optimize it. And once you do the optimization, it will literally go up a 5 to 7% win rate with that optimization. Now, did my strategy go from a 64% to like a 75? No. My strategy went from a 44.2% win rate with a 1 to 2 RR all the way to a 47% win rate, which is practically a coin toss, risking 100 to make 200. So it's literally an infinite money glitch now. Now, all I got to do is, okay, I gain the confidence in my system. I know that this is what I'm supposed to stick to day in and day out, no matter what. What am I going to do with that? I'm going to stick to it for the next 6 months consistently because I backtested the past year of data. I got 12 months of data right here collected. With that 12 months of data, I'm going to live trade now for the next 6 months. And in these next 6 months, I'll determine, okay, was my backtesting accurate or was it a fluke? Did I mess up somewhere in the backtesting? If I did, fire, redo all the backtesting over again. I learned from my mistake. And do not biasly backtest. You have to go on replay mode and backtest on replay mode. If you backtest just by scrolling randomly on the charts and clicking a day and trading it and then going to a random day, clicking it and charting it out, you're not going to get anywhere with that. You're not. You need consistent data that you can literally put on a piece of paper and say, this is my strategy. This is what I'm going to stick to. And with that data you're collecting, you're not doing it for no reason. Every data point needs to be collected. Every tick, every point, day of the week, what month it is. Everything needs to be accounted for. If it's a long or short, what time of day it is. The small things matter. And you'll learn that as time goes on. Now, when you build that carefree state of mind and detach yourself from the outcome of your trades on a per trade basis, on a per month basis, on a per week basis, and you focus on a input based system to where you only track how much time you're putting in, how much effort you're putting into actually day trading. Now, I'm not talking about BS effort. I'm talking about full on 10-hour days on the charts, studying and backtesting your systems day in and day out. And when you combine that with the backtesting system of actually testing every single possible analytic for your system, you will be profitable within the next year. Now, again, it's not going to be overnight, okay? But if you actually want to do it, if you actually want to be persistent in it, you have to detach, forget, and focus on the input. When you look at your P&L curve, it's going to be red sometimes. It's going to be break even sometimes. My P&L curve personally right now is break even for one of my systems this month, but the exact system was green last month and I got payout with it. But my other system was break even in November and December. Now, it doesn't matter on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. It matters on what the year shows you. And what the year shows me personally with both of my trading systems I use, one's a 1-to-1 system, which is a 1-to-1 RR. Another one's a 1-to-2 system, which risks 100 to make 200, for example. In my case, it's 600 risk to make 1.2K per trade. And now with having two separate systems, I can get payouts every single month consistently because 8 out of 12 months, I get payouts. The other 4 months are either break even or a little red. And that's normal. That's okay. That's why I have two separate systems so I can really leverage these prop firms and get payouts consistently. Now, if you don't know what prop firms are, check out this video right here. And also, don't forget to use code DARO on Apex Trader Funding when you do get that account. Code DARO gives you the best discount at all times for Apex. And in my opinion, is the best prop firm because you can have literally 20 accounts and trade all of them at the same exact time. If you want to trade multiple accounts at the same time, I don't recommend it. But if you want to, go to Replicanto in the description and use code DARO20. Please remember to understand everything I said in the video, okay? And actually act on it. Don't just listen for motivation. Don't just listen and be like, okay, I'm gonna do what he says. No, actually do it, bro. Go detach yourself from the outcome, put in the work and backtest your ass off, okay? Last year when I got my biggest payout ever, I got this watch to celebrate it. And then this year when I got my second biggest payout, I got, guess what? Again, another watch right here. And again, it only could happen if you detach yourself from the outcome and focus on the input. It's not about how much you make. It's not about where you're at in a year, 2 years in trading. It's about where you want to be and how much effort you're willing to put in towards your goal.